YouTube, and welcome to another episode of The Shredding Skeptic. Today we're back with Project Cars, and I thought a great place to start a review of this game, which will be quite extensive, will be right from the beginning, where most people learn how to race, and that is on the karting track. Now, I did try a little bit of this with Gran Turismo 6, but I'm going to tell you, nothing got my heart racing more than the way that this game presents it. The speed was absolutely astonishing. I was barely able to keep up with it most of the time, but once you get into the rhythm of these karts and you start to feel the way that they grip in the corners and the way they can blast out around the outside of a hairpin, it is a little bit different than driving a heavier sedan, and sometimes, unfortunately, I would just panic and my nerves would get the better of me, and I would kart like a jerk. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today, me trying to learn how to kart somewhat properly, but again, quite often I do screw up a few times as well. So we're going to have a laugh at that, and towards the end of the video we're going to to feature a new track inspired from this karting experience called Kutting Korners. So stay tuned for that towards the end of the video, and let's get right into it. Project Cars will start your karting experience with a 125cc shifter kart, and if you're unfamiliar with a shifter kart, if you've driven around one of these go-karts on the track, it's the same idea, except this thing has a 6-speed gearbox attached to it, and if you're quick with that shifter, these things will accelerate astonishingly quickly, so you gotta be pretty quick on the responses and try to be as smooth as possible. I found that this thing does not respond well to jerky movements, so what you want to try to do is, well, don't really surprise it. Let all your movements be very fluid, and try not to throw it into the bends like you would if you were trying to get the back end to step out on a larger vehicle. These things will be unforgiving and spin you out, and I do have several gigs of footage of me just screwing up, so I did manage to get a pretty clean lap in here, but there are going to be a lot of errors in there, so stay tuned for those. To get these karts up to speed, you want to short shift fairly quickly. The AI will take its time with its gear changes and will pay for it on the straights. When coming into the corners, you want to brake as late as possible, but really stand on those brakes hard and get yourself down those gears. And if you can get yourself down into first, you can launch yourself out of the corners and, well, drive like a jerk sometimes. That guy wasn't too pleased with that one. But fortunately, one of the other benefits of driving against AI players is they're not going to hunt you down in the parking lot. So, thanks for tuning into this first episode of Karting Like a Jerk, and I hope to see you next time on another episode of The Shredding Skeptic.